Thank you so much, Peter Ndego, for your time. Congratulations on the numbers for the full year ending March 2021. Having covered Safaricom for quite a while, I must tell you, it's the first time since I think 2012 I'm seeing such a sag in the top line and the bottom line. How would you characterize the last year?
Yeah, thank you. I think the last year, as you know, we've come through a very challenging year for the world, but also for Kenya. And there's no question that business was also not spared. And Safaricom, being the kind of brand we are, we were not spared by the impact of COVID. However, we are very pleased with the progress that we have made. First of all, we made sure that during the year, we focused on supporting Kenya from a network perspective, keeping Kenyans connected, supporting Kenya by cushioning customers so that they could cope with the effects of COVID. In particular, as you know, we zero-rated transactions below 1,000 for 9 months. So part of the reason why we've seen a reduction in service revenue is because of the support that we provided. However, the underlying business, the health of the business is very strong. We've seen significant growth in customer numbers. We've seen significant growth in transactions. And we have seen as a business a fairly good recovery in H2 as the economy has recovered and as we've come back to charging from January of this year.
Mr. Ndego, I must commend you specifically for mobile data numbers, but then I have a question there. Before Satish Kamath exited, he and I had a conversation. If you remember FY19, there was a pricing decision that had been taken by Safaricom in light of changes in the taxation environment, and Safaricom was hoping to be able to reposition itself once the economic environment normalized. But now COVID struck, and here we are in a situation whereby mobile data pricing may never go back to what you had anticipated. Isn't that a challenge?
We are very focused on ensuring that we deliver simple, transparent offerings for our customers. And mobile data is one of the areas that we want to make sure that we deliver great performance. We've seen double-digit growth during the year. We've seen significant improvement in usage of mobile data through the year, and a number of big drivers. We've accelerated 4G rollout. We've accelerated 4G device acquisition through Lipa Mdogo Mdogo. So we are feeling confident about our ability to offer solutions on the mobile data that are more affordable. We have actually reduced our cost of data during the year. So as customers use more data, we will continue to offer more affordable propositions. And indeed, one of the areas that we are focusing on is to make sure that we continue to deliver better transparency, more honest offerings. As we say, our brand is about being simple, transparent, and honest.
Looks like going forward, data will be more of a game of volumes, not margins. But moving on, the chairman in his statement did mention that Safaricom is moving into a more purpose-led institution, and he did mention agriculture, healthcare. Sometimes a number of us feel like Safaricom might be spreading itself a bit too thin. If you remember the venture with Masoko, which didn't pan out as expected. How are you planning this rollout into the new products?
Yes, we are positioning ourselves to be a purpose-led technology company by 2025. We've been primarily a telco with a payment platform, a large payment platform. We want to broaden that so that we can offer more solutions. And agriculture, health, and education are an important area to digitize. For us, the important thing is to make sure that we serve Kenyans by combining innovation and technology to solve issues and deliver solutions. So on the agricultural side, we know using DigiFarm, we can empower farmers to connect farmers to market. We've seen through COVID that health facilities don't reach the majority of Kenyans. So we will play a role in digitizing that through telemedicine and other elements. We supported education in a big way by offering propositions that allow websites that offer education material for free through the COVID period. So it is about continuing to drive a purpose-led organization, by utilizing technology to deliver these solutions in future. We don't think that size is a problem. We have been we are a large business. We never abused our size. We've been we are a ubiquitous brand in Kenya. We offer solutions that empower Kenyans, and M-Pesa is a great example, and we want to continue to do that going forward. So we don't think that we are spreading ourselves too far wide.
I have only 2 questions to go. I understand you have another series of meetings after this. First one is that there's been so much talk about what's happening at Safaricom. Is there restructuring? Is it a move to a more agile business environment? Would you like to set the record straight as to what exactly is transpiring there?
So I can state that we are moving to what we call an agile organization. This is about bringing together teams to change the ways of working. It's not a restructuring. I need to set the record straight. So as we gear up to be a technology company, we need to organize ourselves so that we have better speed, we are more agile, we serve our customers better, and also actually empower our employees to make decisions and have more autonomy. Agile in Safaricom has been operational since 2018, so it's not new. We're just taking it to a new level. And also we are reskilling and upskilling our teams, and we'll continue to recruit more teams from outside the organization, but also upskill the teams within our business to make sure that we have a great organization that is geared for the future. Our business has been strong. We are not doing it because we are weak. We are doing it because we want to make it even stronger. So we have no intention of reducing numbers. The intention is to make sure that we change our ways of working so that it makes us be able to go to market faster, serve our customers, and serve our employees.
My final question, Mr. Peter Ndegwa. If you plot Safaricom's earnings, and by this I mean the bottom line, from FY19 going backwards, you will notice that even before COVID, there was an indication that the momentum of growth was a bit decelerating. And sometimes I wish to ask, do you feel like we have maxed out as far as growth momentum is concerned? And while you comment on that, what are the opportunities in Ethiopia you are looking at as far as the bid is concerned?
Thank you. That's a great question. One of the reasons why we've come up with a new strategy as we celebrated 20th of being a technology company is to broaden the horizons that we go after so that we look for new growth opportunities, both on our connectivity business, which is voice and data, which we know, especially for voice, will continue to slow down. But data, there is still a huge opportunity. That's why we are driving 4G penetration. There's still huge number of people across the country who are not connected to the internet. And we only have 20% penetration of 4G devices in this country. So our intention is to make sure we move that to 80% in a few years. On the enterprise side, we want to support SMEs. There's huge opportunity to grow there to make sure that SMEs are empowered for the future. On financial services, to broaden that beyond payments and credit. And we work with the regulators to make sure that we bring propositions that work. I've talked about digital ecosystems like agriculture, health, and education that we can go into. And of course, there is geographical expansion. As you know, we are in a competitive bid at the moment. We can't really talk about it because we submitted a bid to one of the licenses in Ethiopia. We are part of a consortium which we are leading, and we hope for the best. But until that is complete, we will come back and give more details at a later stage. But we believe that should we be successful, it will allow us to have a long-term growth opportunity in a country outside of Kenya.
Thank you so much, Peter Ndegwa, and wish you and the team very well. And we wait to see where the share price closes today.